Hello, everybody. Welcome to Telli Talks, where we talk about life, growth, relationships, and all things in between. We are here at the Classic Cat, and this episode is sponsored by 8 Lab. I am here with the man, the myth, the legend. We don't know what the legend is, but he's going to tell us today. Harry Jowsey, reality star, and all things in between. He was on Too Hot to Handle. He was on The Floor is Lava. He was on a show on MTV. Thank you, Maria.
A bunch of random
so much stuff. You host this like Who Wore Best.
Oh, we got nominated for an award.
Congratulations.
I've never been nominated for anything in my life, and I called my agent. I was like, "Do I cry? Do I buy a suit? Like, what do I do?" And she's like, "Oh no, relax." I'm like, "Okay, but is this cool?"
That's a moment.
Yeah, I was like, "This."
Cheers to that.
Yeah, look at us.
Oh my gosh, award. Okay, so what's the award?
Let me check it. Okay, so it's like a series with.
No, you have literally everyone on there. I saw Ashton Kutcher, Gigi Hadid.
And she still has me blocked.
Why?
Yeah, a branded series. So it was like there's Wayfair one, there's one with Flight House, Prime, and then Netflix.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but yeah, Gigi's got me blocked. Shout out to her.
Why?
I've been blocked since I was like 15 or like 16. Yeah, I don't know. I must have said something
stupid.
stupid.
Did you slide in her DMs?
Probably. When I was like, stupid. That flies back.
Oh my gosh. We don't need fly moments.
No. But I must have said something stupid to her, so I'm like, oh, whatever. But I met her and she was so lovely.
So when you saw her again, it was like a pleasant situation.
Yeah, I thought she's gonna know. Like it's gonna be weird.
She's gonna remember.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, I won't say anything. I'll just be normal because like this is a really big moment for me.
Right.
And then she was just so lovely. So it was like hugged me like 3 times throughout the interview. She's like, "Oh, this is so awesome! Like, this is so funny." She was really lovely, but I'm like,
she
just unblock me.
You didn't ask her afterwards, like, "Hey Gigi, do you remember me when I slid in your DMs?"
No, because I was 15? Like, I don't want to be like, "Hey, can you unblock me?" Because then she's like, "Why are you blocked?" I don't know.
I was 15 and young and didn't know what I was doing. I don't know.
So, I don't know. I hope she sees something one day. But the thing is, she would have seen the interview.
You didn't change your name or anything.
No, but she would have seen it on the Netflix page and clicked my thing and be like, "Why can't I see this user?"
That's crazy. That is crazy. Maybe she forgot. I'm sure she encounters like a lot of people.
Or maybe she's too afraid she's gonna fall in love with me.
Maybe.
She's like, "I better block this guy before it gets too
Isn't
crazy."
Isn't it better to know, like, to have that imagination of like, maybe it went this way instead of what it might possibly be?
Yeah, she went from Zayn and then she's gonna go to me.
But I mean,
yeah.
I feel like Zayn is a good-looking guy, and I feel like you're a good-looking guy. So
but he's talented.
I mean, but you're hilarious.
Okay.
You know, you have everyone has different talents.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everyone has different strengths.
Yeah.
And I feel like you don't necessarily have to go for the same person that you went with in the past. So
that's true. So Gigi, I know you're watching this. You're a big fan of Telli Talks.
Here we are. Okay, so before all of the Gigi and who were best in the awards, how did you get to where you are now? Because you've grown so much.
Yeah, I think it's just like with Too Hot to Handle, it was really like we got so lucky with it being in quarantine. Like when
it was like how many years ago?
We filmed in 2019 and came out in 2020. So what is that, 4 years?
4 years.
Yeah, damn, look at us.
You're a baby then.
Yeah, I was looking at photos. I'm like, my nipples are bigger than my chest. Like I've got no muscle. How did they even put me on this show? They must be like, this guy's fucking crazy.
No, you were a teddy bear. Then I was like, oh my gosh. I saw like little clips from back in the day, and I was like, oh my god, Harry looks so different.
Yeah, like what the fuck is going on?
Not in a bad way. I mean, like obviously it's like wine, you know, it gets better with time.
Yeah.
But I feel like you were just like a little baby, like look at like you want to just see his cheeks.
No, I had like such a little baby face as well.
You did.
It was just weird because I was so like long and tall and just like I looked like a 6-year-old. But,
you didn't look 6, maybe like 15.
Yeah,
You're still young, but you know, not that young.
But no, we just got lucky with that, and then obviously it's just like blossomed into kind of everything in between, and it's been like a crazy journey. But now I'm in like a self-development phase of my life. Like, what can I do to make myself better? Like I did ayahuasca, which was really crazy. Have you done that?
Oh my god!
We did it 3 times.
Back to back.
So 2 first nights back to back, and then a break, and then daytime. So, but ours was like really special. So it was this company called One Heart, and you have to like apply, and they curate the group, make sure it's like the perfect people to be around each other. I went with my manager, my CFO, and then the people there were just insane. Like this one girl had beat cancer twice, and just like being around her, I was just so in awe of like how powerful and how strong she was. Then this other guy, he could like do the math and like figure out when people were gonna die. Like he could like do that stuff. So he got like poached by Facebook to figure out when people were gonna leave Facebook to give them a pay rise. Like it's wild. And this other guy was worth $3 billion. This other guy owns an airport. Like it was crazy. Nuts. But every day we're doing different like exercises. The one that really stuck with me the most was they split the girls and guys up, and the whole day we're talking about like masculine energy and what it feels like to be a man. But we didn't know the girls were doing the same, but for feminine energy. Right. And then at the end of the whole day, with like all your like pounding into your head is like, this is what it's like to be a man. This is masculine energy, whatever else. The girls come down, they sneak behind us, and we're like in blindfolds, and we're all in a circle, and they whisper really beautiful like compliments in your ear. And
like affirmations almost. Yeah,
it just broke me. Like I couldn't stop crying because the whole day I'm like sitting there, I'm like, I'm a man, I'm tough, I can do this, blah, blah, blah. I have to provide. And then the ladies come down, and they're just like, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, like you're this, you're that. And having that feminine touch after such a long day of just like having it like cemented in at what it's like to be masculine was so beautiful, was so gorgeous. Like I couldn't stop crying. I had to take the blindfold off, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Because I was like, no one's ever spoke to me like that. Right. And I looked around at all the guys, and they're all crying, and it was like really special. But the ayahuasca was nuts. So the first night, did you ever do the harpe stuff?
No, I couldn't do it. I felt like it was too much crack. Like it looked crackish to me. Like I couldn't do it. I was like, and then it happened so fast that I'm like, I don't know if I want to experience that. Like
no, that was the biggest mistake I made. I did it twice. Really? Yeah, because I was like, what if like
did it hurt? Like
fuck I forgot how to breathe.
Oh my gosh. No, it looked very dangerous. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I definitely did it wrong. So I went the first night did 1 cup. I was waiting for it to come on. I didn't know, but like
So you did the hape during the ayahuasca?
Twice. Yeah. So the first night I saw very specific memories of my brother and my dad and this fly.
It loves us. I'm telling you. It's just
no, but because I hadn't like at that time I had a pretty like rocky relationship with both of them, so it put me back into memories that I haven't even thought of.
Yes.
And like I relived it like a young boy, like my 7-year-old self, like with my brother and my dad. I'm like crying like the whole night. I was just crying. I'm like, these are my best friends. I love them. I have to put like this weird stubbornness behind me, and I just have to, and it helped mend those relationships. And then the second night I was like, so actually the first night I did the hape, and then I didn't know what it was because I thought everyone was like going to get another cup, so I'm like, whatever, if it's there I'll do it. So they did it, they blew it in my nose, and I didn't know you're not meant to breathe through your nose, so I just started like because the thought of it is it's meant to like ground you and be like, this is happening right now, like this is what's going on, instead of thinking about the future or the past. So it like fully put me back on earth. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like this is like, I started sweating.
So it took you out of your ayahuasca.
Yeah.
And it's like live this moment right now.
Yeah, it's like sobered you up. But because I didn't know you're not meant to breathe through your nose, I'm like, I got to get this shit out of me. So I'm going like this. I'm like trying to blow it down my nose, down my like out through me.
Through your mouth, yeah.
And it goes into my stomach, and I just started vomiting everywhere.
Oh my God.
But I thought I was purging, so I'm like laughing. Yeah. I'm sitting here laughing while I'm vomiting. I'm like, this is so good. I'm purging. I'm getting rid of all my dark demons. Like, this is wild. And,
oh my God, that's fun.
And then I told the shaman the next day, and he's like, oh, no, it was just, like, you're not meant to breathe through your nose. But then the second night, I did 4 times the amount of ayahuasca I did before. And I saw everything, like past lives, friends that I lost to suicide. I felt like when it started to come on, I felt like this golden aura around me. I'm like, oh, yeah, I've got like this golden energy. This is so awesome. And then I hear someone crying about something they got, and I'm like, I'm going to give you some of it. And then I feel them stop crying. I'm like, damn, I'm so powerful. Yeah. Right, yeah. And then I'm like, I got to shoot out to my friends. So I'm just sitting there like this. And the guy beside me is like, oh yeah, he's downloading like Kung Fu. He's like doing all this weird shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I'm like,
shooting energy.
Yeah, I'm there. And he's like doing this crazy shit. And then I was having the best time. I was so happy.
Day 3.
Day 2.
Day 2.
Yeah, I was having the best time. I'm so fucking happy. I was like, this is the best day ever. I'm dancing. Everyone's up singing and moving around. So then I'm like, I should get some more. So
after 4?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I sit down, but he gives me the hape and ruined everything. Fully destroyed me. I forgot how to breathe. Like, he did it, and I was like, and he grabbed me. He's like, breathe. You have to breathe. And I'm like, dude, I don't know how to. Yeah. So then I finally come back, and then I just instantly sweat all over my body, and I'm like trying to run back to my mat. And then I remember looking in my mat, and I had my head in my bucket, and I could see like this little light at the bottom, and I got to vomit this stuff out, and I kept apologizing to my body. I'm like, I'm so sorry, buddy. I'll never do this again.
Aww.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. I didn't mean to put this in your system. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, I was crying because we're having such a good day, and I ruined it.
Yeah, you were shooting power out.
Yeah.
Like, hey.
Yeah, I was like, why did I do this? I'm so dumb. And then the third time that we did it, it was in the daytime. And I remember,
it loves us.
It loves us. I remember laying there. I'm like, oh, I'm a chicken. Like, I felt my hands with chicken feet, and I'm sitting there like this, like by myself.
Oh my god!
And I walk outside, and I see this like ant colony. And I'm like looking at this ant. I'm like, I could kill you, but I don't want to because I'm choosing peace. Like, I'm sitting there like by myself in this jungle, like looking at this.
That was
ants.
after the hape.
Yeah.
After you calmed down from the.
Oh no, this is day like
day
4
3.
or 5.
Oh,
yeah, in the daytime.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so this is the third time you did it.
Yeah.
I completely forgot. It's crazy that you had that power because I don't know how I forgot to tell you this. Like, I have a whole tattoo dedicated to my whole ayahuasca experience.
What? When?
For my 3rd day. It's a tattoo of my past life, and I was like a leader of women. So I had like a whole bunch of women behind me, and I had a dog, and my dog's name was She, and it was a wolf. And
Sick.
We could telepathically communicate with each other and tell each other like what we're doing. And we just like led this, we were like women warriors, and we like led this whole like thousands of women in the jungle. And then I have like 8 butterflies for the people that pass. So it's like my wolf, my past life.
Oh, down your leg?
Yeah, it's on my leg.
Damn.
So it's pretty big. It's like this big. And and now I have a dog, a Pomeranian. He's this big. His name is Wolf. He's a boy, but he's not a girl. But he's my wolf.
Wow,
and
that's awesome.
Yeah, and I was like, and I have like an association of women too. So I'm like, I wonder if like things from your past life transition into your life now.
Damn.
You know, so it's like, or just like little moments of things where it's just like you were this person in the past, but you took that with you because it was maybe like a, you know, I don't know, a highlight of that life that can continue on to other lives.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's so and it probably sounds super loopy.
Yeah, I know. They're probably like, okay, guys, we're not drug addicts. It was a spiritual journey. Yeah. Let's get that straight.
It was.
It was very
medicine.
Spiritual. It was, you know, I prayed about it. It was therapeutic. It was things that I felt like I didn't want to face, or I probably needed to face, but I didn't face until I did ayahuasca. And it just made me like kind of reevaluate like how I live my life and like moments that I need to make time for, even though I'm busy all the time, where it's like take that moment and value that moment and value that situation at that current time it's happening in. So I felt like it did that. And I you know, I don't want to sound like I'm the person that's recommending things to people.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do hape.
No, don't do hape. But I feel like if it comes to you, if it calls you,
yes.
It's
when the time is right, do it. But if you don't feel like you're mentally right or clear in the mind, you know, wait until you have like a clear mind, because everyone's situation is different. Like I had in my group of people, we had this lady, her and her husband, and she was like the keeper of souls. Like she had a dragon that she rode on, and she like put all the souls away. And her husband's role in life, his sole purpose in life, was to take care of her. Like, wow, that was his journey, like to take care of her.
Damn, and she's riding dragons.
She's like the soul keeper.
Wow,
it was crazy.
That is wild.
Yeah, it was. I was like, oh, what else happened in your journey? Because I'm like, I want to know what you did. And she was on her last life. Like
Wow.
the life that she's living
Life
now
cycle.
was her last life
Really?
in her whole existence. So I'm like,
Whoa.
that's some crazy shit to know. Like I
Yeah.
wouldn't want to know that this is my last life
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
Like, please don't tell me.
Yeah. So yeah, she was on her last life, and it was just like, you know, her husband was her protector, and that was his
Wow.
sole purpose. Like he didn't have no other job besides to protect her.
Damn. What
Yeah,
a good husband.
I was like, wow.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
How many people in your...
Oh my God, it was like, it was a lot. It was like maybe 50 or 60 people.
Yeah, wow.
So, but everyone was like, everyone had different walks of life. It was, we went to this spot called Rhythmia, and there's a lot of people that's been there, you know, a lot of celebrities that go there, and it's owned by this guy named, don't kill me.
You forget it?
Jerry.
Jerry?
Jerry.
I feel like you're guessing.
And no, it is Jerry. It's Jerry, and he had he was addicted to drugs, and he tried everything. He tried rehab, and then he finally did ayahuasca in his journey. They told him to buy this land in Costa Rica and, you know, have like an ayahuasca retreat there, and he lost all his millions and made it all back from his ayahuasca journey. So yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jerry.
Yeah. So I guess that's probably why Deontay was like, I wanted to talk to the moon, and because Jerry had all this information from the moon. So
I wanna
the
talk to
moon
the
told
moon.
him that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and find the moon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit there.
So I think that's what I guess D was trying to, like, you know, the
You're
moon.
trying to extract the information.
Like, yeah, exactly. So, you know, like you come there for something else, and I feel like you get what you want instead of what you're trying to come there for.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm like, I never thought I was gonna come there and like see people that passed.
No.
Or like, it was almost like Casper spirits, like, you know, like white clear spirits, but then I saw their faces, and it was almost like they're like smiling down on me, but it was almost like I felt bad because I couldn't, you know, like experience their last moments with them. So just like moments like that I was just like, oh, I wish, you know, even when I had a situation with my brother, I thought I like shed a tear, and then one of the guys from I guess the other side of the room, they gave me a hug, and I was like, babe, why is he giving me a hug? And he was like, you were hysterically crying, like the whole like house heard you. Like I was like crying, and I'm thinking, I was like, oh, it's just one little tear, like I can't get my brother out of hell, like, you know. It was like, no, I was like,
you're wailing.
Yeah, wailing. And I was like, what? I didn't have like poopy eyes or anything. I was like, what's going on?
Oh,
so
my
it
God.
was just like, yeah, they were like, we felt so bad for you, like we didn't know what we were going through.
You can't do anything, you just gotta let them go through their shit.
Yeah, you just go through it. And I mean, like, there were people shitting on themselves.
You had some shitters?
Yeah, we had some shitters. And it was crazy because he didn't even know. Like, he was just dancing around, you know, moving around, and he had white. It was so bad.
Oh, no.
White on. And it was just like brown circle, and I was like, oh.
Did it smell fun?
Vegan I didn't get
food.
Close enough to, it was like, you know, couscous and stuff, so it was like not too crazy, but.
Yeah, I don't think anyone should have pissed themselves on ours. I kind of wish they did. It would have been a fun story.
Oh my God, when I tell you it was tears of laughter, I mean, and nobody, I was like, damn, y'all not going to tell him? Like, who's going to be the one to tell him?
Poo-poo
like,
pants of it.
Like, yeah, he was one of the doctors there too, so it was even worse. But once he noticed, he went and changed and everything.
Yeah, I'd hope so. Yeah. Oh, really?
That was a moment though. That was like,
for sure.
Yeah, I definitely would like, you know, I want like my son to do it when he turns 18 or 21, when he's old enough to like really take it in without taking it, without changing his life completely.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like some people do ayahuasca and then their like life is completely different than what it was before.
Yeah.
In a good way, but it's like I don't want him to kind of lose his self
for sure
to do something, you know, that might discover something else.
Yeah. No, it is really crazy, and I've had friends that have been like, oh, I don't want to do it because I don't want to like change forever. I'm like, you won't change, but like if you go for the wrong reasons, I'm sure something will come up that you don't want to see.
You just, it's almost like you got to take it with like a grain of salt, depending on what it is that you see, because it's like we naturally have dopamine in us already, so it's almost like it triggers us to like use more of what we already have in our
Yeah.
body. And it's just crazy because it's almost like unlocking something that we normally don't use.
Yeah.
And and it's different every time. Like you don't have the same experience every time you do it. So like I said, the first day for me was amazing. The second day was
Different.
treacherous.
Yeah.
You know, the third day was decent, and it was kind of like, it was decent, but it was almost like teaching me the pressures that I had to deal with in life. Like, you know, I have these people depending on me, and I have to be a leader to the people that I work with, and, you know, just stuff like that. So it's like, there was another girl there that was, she had some type of leadership role, and she was crying because she didn't want it. She was like, I don't want to be a leader of women. I don't want to like
What?
have this like
Wow.
pressure on me. And I was like, girl, I had millions, like, you know, I had all these people behind me, and I was like, all right, what are we doing next?
Yeah,
like I'm
yeah.
talking to my wolf, like, you know, and I was
Wow.
like, what are we going to do? Like, you know, how are we going to go into war? Like, what's the next
Wow.
move? Where are we going to walk
Yeah,
to?
we're
I don't got
going
no
to-
shoes on, girl. Like, what are we doing here? You know? So I
Wow.
knew it wasn't me, but
Yeah.
it was like my face, but not like,
It's in there.
yeah, it wasn't me.
There was one guy on ours that did it like over 100 times, and then the guy that was
Ayahuasca
doing,
100 times?
Yeah, the guy was doing kung fu. He was doing it like 40. He's done it like 40 times, and I was like, at what point like is it a drug addiction?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm like after the first time I was like, I've seen enough.
Yeah, no, 100%.
I saw enough. I'm like, maybe I'll do it, and not like when I find a wife and like settle down, I'm like, let's go
Yeah.
do it together and like learn more about each other and
Yeah.
like within. But I was kind of just like, yeah, I don't need like I when I was there, I was also like, oh, people like legitimately have horrible
Yes.
things that have happened in their
Yes.
lives, and it made me like, I think way more like it just humbled me a lot. Like it really just like opened me up to be like, okay, like my reality is
110%.
not like anyone
As bad as-
as
yeah,
bad
yeah.
as their reality. Like we've all struggled, but like fuck, I was like, damn, like a lot of the people here have been through some crazy stuff.
And with people like that, it's almost like you want to go and give them a hug, because it's
Yeah.
like, you know, the things that they've been through that might have been like out of their control, you know, things that have happened as a child that has led to maybe a deeper drug addiction.
Yeah.
And then they're going there to seek like guidance in, you know, the most I guess kindest way, and they've just been through like hell and back, when it's like, you know, my purpose of being there was to really help my spouse instead of like, you know, helping my I didn't know I was going to help myself.
Yeah, it's kind of wild. You went to help him, and then you haven't fight in hell, like fighting
like
snakes.
literally, and like I said, I thought I was going to help him, and then I like had a situation with my brother that I didn't know nothing about, you know, and then it was like, and he's like, you know, like, what the hell? Like, why would you, you know? And then we had a conversation, but it was just like, it was an intense experience.
Oh, you want to know what's crazy? I also never knew that you were Deontay's wife. And
Really?
when we first did the show.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know until you posted, I think it was that golf day or whatever. I'm like, wait, what? Like, this is crazy.
The whole time?
Yeah, I was like, oh, you should just pop it. Like, I was like, this is crazy.
That's so
and then I see you guys, I'm like, oh, this is fucking scary. What was the scariest moment? Like, you know, obviously, when you're watching them fight and stuff, like, is there a moment where you were just like, your heart is just like...
Okay, so I come from like a medical background. Like, you know, I used to be in the medical field, and like for me, the hardest thing is, I wouldn't say scary, more so hard, is like not being able to help him like ice, or not being able, like, I'm yelling, like I turn into a whole
Pretty
sailor.
sure I did see a camera like pan to you.
Oh, I'm so
one fight,
bad.
and you're like screaming.
Yeah, like veins is coming out of my
Yeah.
head, and I'm like screaming for my dear. I tell everyone around me, I'm like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like the cute shit goes away.
cute
when
is
he's-
gone.
No, yeah, it's completely gone. Like I curse and everything, and I'm like, I'm super into it. I've always been into like sports and stuff. But like, to me, the hardest thing is not being able to like help him and ice him, and you know, like just take care of him, because naturally I'm a nurturer.
Yeah.
So like I can't, like, that's what gives me anxiety. Like, you know, not being able to tell him what I see, or to like help him like when he's sitting down resting, or to just even see him get hit, like even touched. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like it makes my legs shake. Like I sweat behind my neck. You know, like it's
even
just
imagine.
intense. It's like a
Yeah.
crazy feeling. Thank God he has like a crazy good record. You know,
Yeah.
but I mean like
Yeah.
it even for like the spouses on the other end, like it just makes me feel like it's hard. I know that position of, you know, a defeat, and I know that position of just like coming home and having to deal with that. It's not easy, you know. So it's like people from the outside looking in see that, like, you know, they see the glitz and glam of everything, but they don't see the blood, the sweat, the tears, the hardship, the camps, the broken bones. I remember there was one fight where Deontay, you know, he was doing yard work and he burnt his whole arm, and it was funny to me because, like, he stopped, dropped, and roll, and I was in the car like, he stopped, dropped, and roll, like, you know, thinking he was joking because he jokes around all the time, and then he comes and he has this whole burn on his arm, and he has a fight in a week, and I'm like, what the hell, like, you know, and he fought, and he knocked him out, and I was like, are you crazy? And I was just like,
he's a menace. Like,
nah, he's out of control.
That is crazy.
Out of control. 3rd-degree burn, like,
what?
Skin complete, like white meat, completely off. It was crazy.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That is wild.
He's like Wolverine, though. When he heals, it's like super quick.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He heals super quick.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on like the Jake Pauls and all the influences?
You know what? I think that I think initially, like, I feel like it kind of hurt the sport of boxing when a lot of like YouTubers and influencers started boxing, because that's not something that you play. But I feel like Jake Paul, he's actually into the sport of boxing to where it's like, you know, he's not playing around. Like, he's actually training really hard, and he like is really doing it because he enjoys it.
Yeah. No, I saw like the fights out on the weekend compared to like Jake Paul's fights.
Yeah.
And, like, his is like legitimate, and he's putting boxes on. Like,
he's not. I don't feel like Jake Paul is playing boxing. Now, for like the influencers that are boxing, it's embarrassing for the sport of boxing.
Yeah.
It's almost like demeaning to someone that's really fighting, that's like sacrificing their life for people's entertainment, and you're in there making a fool out of yourself for entertainment. It's completely different.
Yeah. No, it is. I think like, because obviously I got asked to do a bunch of fights.
Yeah.
But I was kind of just like, early days it would have been fun, but now I just feel like it's just so corny because so many people do it. They're doing like tag team matches. They're doing 4-man matches in the ring. I'm like,
I feel like if you're gonna do it, like if you're an influencer, a YouTube sensation, whatever, reality star, if you're gonna do it, take it seriously, because you could really get injured in there, like professionally.
Your ego will get injured as well.
Yeah,
like, I can't risk that.
You know what I'm saying? I just feel like there's other things that, you know, people that are on TV that, like, if you're good looking, why would you mess up your face? If you're not really into the sport, like I feel like Jake Paul really enjoys boxing. That's different than like, you know, the Chases or the other reality people that are fighting that aren't taking it serious. Like, you know, like I feel like there's people that take fighting serious, and they're, you know, reality stars, and they actually are in the gym, they actually are training, and they actually are doing what they need to do. But then and get in the ring and actually perform, not get in the ring and make excuses, or you know what I'm saying? Like, really take it seriously if you're going to do it, because it's not a game.
You know, Tommy Fury was on Love Island. You know who's on reality shows?
Fury is on a reality show?
Tommy Fury.
Oh, yeah.
The younger brother.
Yeah, isn't he?
Yeah, he was on like Love Island. It's so red. Like, he's doing us justice. Like,
yeah, he's actually did. Yeah, I watched him in Saudi actually, and you know what?
You guys went to that?
Yeah, I actually think Jake Paul won that fight. To be honest with you,
no,
I was there.
Really?
Like, I don't know what they showed on, because it's crazy. My son told me the same thing. He was like, "No, Tommy Fury won," and I was like,
I don't know about that.
I was there.
But also, like, I'm like a casual boxing fan, so I'm not like in it,
I really felt like Jake Paul won that fight, and I feel like they didn't give it to Jake Paul because it would ruin boxing. Like, because he's actually a decent boxer. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like because of who he is as a person, to give him that would be like, you know, now we might make boxing a joke.
What about the Nate Diaz fight? Who do you think's gonna win that? I feel like Jake's gonna win.
Yeah, Honestly, I don't know.
Really?
I don't know. The fight I'm looking forward to is actually Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to that
What?
fight, so I'm super excited.
When is that?
The 28th.
Oh, shit. I'm going to be away.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's
Who
in
do you think's
Vegas.
going to win that one?
I think Errol.
Really?
Yeah.
Terrence Crawford's really good, though.
He's really, really good. But I feel like Errol's bigger and stronger than Terrence. Both of them are great fighters. You know, if Terrence wins, I would be happy for Terrence too. Both great fighters. I just feel like, you know, in my opinion, I'm a fan just like everyone else. I just feel like Errol has a little bit more power.
Do you watch much UFC?
I don't.
Really?
Yeah, I don't.
What? Why?
Yeah, I don't. And it's crazy because you know, D had talks with another UFC fighter to like do a couple fights with him, and you know, UFC is dangerous, and
it's terrifying. Have you seen one championship as well?
One championship.
They like headbutt, they elbow on the ground, like it's fucking nuts. And I don't think
this isn't UFC. This is different.
No, different championship. It's like in like an Asian country somewhere. I'm not sure where it is, but I think one of my friends said they don't test for juice as well. So it's like
that's nuts.
Oh, like, you guys are wild. Like
that's nuts.
Yeah, like it's fucking like headbutting and shit is fucking crazy.
No, UFC's crazy. I've seen Chris Cyborg. She's a really good friend of mine. Super sweet person. I remember I trained with her, and I was just being dumb. Like I'm like, oh yeah, let me go train with Chris and see what it's like. And she's a runner, and you know she's like intense.
Fuck.
And I was like dying.
Yeah.
And we didn't even train like that long, and I was dying. I was like, I'm not a runner. You know? So
the cardio is so different with fighters as well.
And that like the bike, the asphalt bike.
Fuck that.
I hate that. Thing. The skiing, I hated that thing. Like there's machines that like I hate, but like it's so good for your body. Like the climber, I have a climber at my house. I hate it, but it's so good for you. Yeah. That I'm just like, but I got to do it, you know? Like you just have to do it. Yeah. You just have to. So yeah, training with these like fighters and their stamina is unmatched.
Yeah, like one of my friends, he's got like a bit of a belly. And I'm like, oh yeah, I look better than you. We box together. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like he just doesn't stop. I'm like, yo, I'm cooked after 2 rounds. I'm like, get me out of here. Like, I gotta go.
Stamina is different.
Yeah.
What do you have going on?
Oh.
I feel like we've been talking about my life. What do you have going on?
So I just finished filming The Amazing Race. It was like the first ever like celeb version, but like
we wanted to do that show as a couple, like Couples Amazing Race. Okay, how did you do it?
No, like it. So me and my best friend who did it. Like he's a meathead as well. Like, he's just a big sausage from Australia, and like. We were like, oh yeah, we're just gonna be like so dumb, but I feel like none of that matters. Like it's just like you just.
So it's more like running.
Well, you just have to, just not argue and just get through it. And just, I don't know.
What if you don't like pass? You know how like they have like almost like clues and things that you have to go through. How do you pass that if like you can't answer, get the key or whatever you need to get?
So there's a route info, there's a detour, and then there's roadblock. And route info tells you where to go to get to either a detour or a roadblock, and you have to like figure those out. But once you get to a detour, it's like you have to pick between A or B, and then you do it as a team. But if there's too many teams at A, you have to go and do the next one. So you have to like run back around. And then a roadblock is you have to pick someone in your team. There's like a little clue where it's just like, who likes the sky? And you'd be like, oh, I like this guy. And then, okay, you have to do it. And then it'd be like, you have to jump from an airplane or something like crazy.
Oh, okay.
But you like just don't know.
So more physical than mental.
Yeah, well, so you like filming for like 14-hour days. And it's like,
oh, wow.
Like the places we were, it was so fucking hot and humid and like developing countries. People yelling at you, people with assault rifles. Like it was like hectic.
Where were you guys at?
I can't say.
You can't say.
No, I can't say. I'll tell you after. But it was like one of the hardest and most challenging things I've ever done. Like I came back.
Asia, close to Asia.
I can't say. You're gonna get in trouble.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask because it's hot there. Like you know, I was born in the Philippines and it is like hot. It's by the equator, so you know.
Yeah.
And you're it's a different type of heat. Like there's like Alabama's hot, you know, when it's humid. Yeah. You go outside the door and you just start sweating.
Humidity's a killer because where I'm from in Australia, it's so humid and it sucks.
Yeah.
It's sticky and you're like, oh.
Yeah, I'd rather dry heat any day. Like California.
So much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, humidity is so annoying.
Yeah, I feel like that makes you more tired when you're
Yeah.
just like sweating profusely and you
Yeah.
can't stop. And there's no Botox around to
Yeah.
stop it. You're just like, wait a minute, what I get myself into?
Wait, so why did you guys want to do it though?
I just feel like, I mean, like we watch all those shows, like you know, like what's the ninja one?
Ninja Warrior?
Ninja Warrior. Like, I feel like he would be really good at that. I don't think so. I don't think I would be,
Yeah.
but like he would be really good at that. We just do adventurous stuff together. Like, we both learned how to scuba dive together, so we're both like
Sick.
professional
I
scuba
got
divers.
a license as well.
I love scuba
It's the
diving.
best.
I want to do like a whole scuba diving team and just go around the world. I want to go to Australia and scuba dive.
It's the best.
I wanna go
You get like these
so
boats
bad.
off Cairns, and it's like 3 days, 3 nights, and you're scuba diving at night, and there's
Oh
like
my
sharks
gosh.
and stuff that follow you, and when you put your flashlight on a fish, they come and eat it.
What?
Yeah, because
Out of your hand?
no, so there'll be like they're like following you because you have a flashlight, and
Right.
it's nighttime, and you're like, I
Oh,
don't know.
there's light, so they see you.
Yeah. So because they do the tours so much, so the sharks are always around the boat.
Uh-huh.
So you jump in, and they're like waiting for you, and it's nighttime, so you can't see anything. Like, it's fully pitch black.
Oh my god.
So you
It's
have your
not
light.
scary?
Oh, it's terrifying, but like after.
Were you not scared? Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
I was, but like after the second night, I'm kind of just like, yeah, me and my dogs, like fish.
me and my dogs.
And they go and like eat it. Yeah.
You're shooting your stars and getting your little
and
powers.
they eat a fish. But yeah, you got your little flashlight, you're like swimming around, and you're just like anytime you see something, they just smoke it.
You don't get scared like, oh my god, there's a shark behind me and I can't see it, and I turn my flashlight and he's gonna like chomp at my hand.
I get like a little bit scared, but then I'm like, fuck, when it's my time to go. So
That's
like,
true. I agree with that. Like, I remember, so when we first learned, we obviously learned in the pool, right?
Yeah.
So when we went to we were in Barbuda, so we went to like the shark, they call it the shark dive, and there was no sharks. So we go down there, and there's like stingrays everywhere, and you know, you can't talk, so I'm like hand signaling. So I'm like, like telling him like, look, there's a stingray, and he's above me, and he's like, you know, being Deontay, protecting me with his little knife and stuff, like, and he's like, yeah, okay, you're hella fucking close to that stingray, watch out, like, and he's way above me, and I'm thinking like, I'm gonna go down there and hold his hand, like, you know, and I was aerial, I was gone, I was exploring, I was like, bye, I'm going to see what I'm gonna see, you know, and it just takes me a while to like get down because my ears don't regulate, and that's the worst feeling ever.
Yeah.
So that's my only thing with scuba diving. Like, it's so much fun, but the ear thing is like crazy.
You got to do it in Australia.
I want to so bad.
especially like.
I've never been to Australia.
You've never been?
Never.
What?
Never.
Why not?
I don't know, and I want to go so bad. It's far though, right?
No, it's something crazy. It's like a 12-hour flight from
that's
here.
not bad.
Direct. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get on a
Saudi's
flight.
bad.
Saudi's fucking crazy.
It's far.
That's hectic.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I went to Saudi and Qatar Airways, so you have to stop over at Doha or something and then go over. And by the time you get off the flight, I'm like, fuck, man.
Yeah, it's so long and draining, but it's beautiful.
Did you guys stay at the new place out there?
We stayed at the Narcissus.
What a horrible name. What a horrible
It was a
name.
beautiful hotel.
Why would they call it the Narcissus?
It wasn't spelt like how we spell it.
I was like, that is the worst name ever.
Yeah,
like,
it was really nice.
They're going to have like some growth problems trying to figure out that business.
It was really nice and like looked like royalty.
Yeah.
It
They
was
must have
beautiful.
treated you guys like
Oh, it was
royalty
really,
there.
really nice. Like, everyone was there. Like, you know, all the boxers was there. Mike Tyson was there. We met like the Prince of Saudi.
What?
Yeah, it was Saudi's.
How was that?
Saudi's coming up. Yeah, it was beautiful.
Was that like? Did he go to his house or?
Yeah, we went to his house.
Was it
we
huge?
ate at his. He has his own street. Like.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it was insane. Like, it was beautiful.
Were they good
like,
people? Were they nice?
Oh, they were super nice. Super nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I feel like I'd be a dick if I was that. Like,
Yeah,
if
he
I was a
was
prince.
very like humble. Like, and I came in the house and I had on like you know, my attire and everything, and she was the princess was like, you could take that off, and she was like in a hoodie, and I was like, wait, what? I can take it
What?
off. Like,
Really?
so I showed my hair and everything, and yeah,
Wow,
it was like, it
just
was literally
chill.
like me, her, like another boxer's girlfriend, and me, her, and another boxer's girl. So it was only 3 girls and literally like
Wow.
all guy boxers because they were having like some meeting. and I don't think the girls are supposed to come, but we came.
Yeah.
Anyways.
You had
So
fun.
we ate. Yeah, we ate,
Wow.
and they had a good time.
So I'm assuming they're going to be doing more events and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
so they're trying to definitely like develop Saudi into like a more touristy place and using sports to do it. So
How can they make it more of a touristy place? It's already the best place ever.
it's beautiful.
Like, it's so much fun. There's
It's-
so much shit to do there.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And
Yeah.
the food is so good. It's so fresh. Like
Yeah.
I love Saudi. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I feel like if I wasn't living here, I'd be living in Dubai.
Yeah,
Like,
Dubai
Dubai
is
is
a different.
sick.
Dubai is beautiful.
Yeah.
So yeah, that I
Yeah.
feel like I feel like there's so many places to travel, and I feel like I haven't
Yeah.
like explored a fraction of what I want to see. Like I want to. There's so much that I want to do that like skydiving. I haven't skydived.
Oh, same. I really want to do that.
I want to do it so.
I was
bad.
we paid to do it in Dubai, but they're like,
There was
oh,
a waiting list when I went.
no, I was too big.
Really?
We went and got weighed, and he's just like, oh, you're too tall, you're too heavy.
To skydive in general, period.
Well, no, but I guess there, but maybe in general. But he's just like, yeah, we don't have any dudes that are big enough to be
You
on
know
your
what's
back.
crazy? It's crazy that you say that because I had another girl come on my podcast and she lost a ton of weight, and that was one of the things that she couldn't do was skydive because of her weight. So now that
Wow.
you're saying it, it makes sense that you probably have to be a certain weight because of maybe the velocity or the gravity. I have no idea.
Yeah, I also think the person that's on your back that's like controlling it, they gotta
Yeah.
like kind of carry you a
The
little bit.
total
as a-
weight.
Yeah, because that's what he said. He's just like, yeah, you're also too tall. Like if there's someone on your back, their legs are
Smaller
gonna be
than
dangling.
you. Yeah. Oh man, that
Yeah.
sucks.
No, I was like, because I built up the courage. I'm like, I'm gonna do it. Like I'm gonna finally do it. But I might have to do it in like New Zealand or something, like when I go back home. But
Have you been to New Zealand?
yeah, grew up there as well.
What?
Yeah.
I thought you were Australian.
I was born in Australia. I got kicked out of all the schools in Australia, and then I went to school in New Zealand. Then I got kicked out of school there.
Why'd you get kicked out of
'Cause
all
I
the
was a
schools?
little shit. Like I
You were
was so
bad.
bad. Yeah, I was naughty. We were like just fighting and blowing up toilets and like just being
Blowing up to how did you blow up toilets?
chlorine bombs. Just
So you guys made chlorine bombs? Who is this, Harry?
I grew up there. But I thought I was really cool, and I thought I was really good at rugby. So then I did all that stuff. I was a very naughty boy. Then I went to school in New Zealand, and the boys in New Zealand are a lot bigger, and like they're like Samoan, Tongan, like they're huge like dudes, and I'm just this skinny little prick. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be good at rugby. First day, smoked. I get absolutely dropped. I had to get a knee reconstruction, and I was in boarding school there, and I was just a little menace there as well. We used to do this thing called towel fights, where we'd wrap our towels, hands in towels, and if anyone had a problem with each other, they'd fight each other until the towels fall off their hands, and then that's one round done until they're ready, until they squash their beef. It's like, oh yeah, we don't want them to like get any issues, but the towels weren't very good. People just getting smacked up.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I didn't even know.
Yeah. Well, my four sisters, I got four sisters, and my dad, they're all from New Zealand. And then me and my brother are from Australia, and then my mom's from England.
So there's 6 of you guys in total.
Yeah. Well, my dad was a bit of a slut, so he was throwing his cock around. So he's got the 4 daughters to his first wife, and then met my mum and.
So it's you and your brother from both parents, and then 4 half.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, and they're a lot older, and they've got so many kids, so it's like a huge family.
So you're the baby.
I'm the baby. Yeah, I'm the tallest one as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's like a huge litter of us. Like it's actually wild. When I went to my sister's wedding recently, and I'm like, damn, like, I didn't realize how many. Like I didn't realize I had a family. Like it's kind of weird to say, but like I didn't realize there's so many of us. I thought it was just
Right.
like me, my brother, and my mom.
And then seeing that side, how was that?
Yeah, it was
Like, beautiful?
nuts. Like yeah, it was really special. Like it was the first. I think it was more special for my dad because I don't know, he hasn't really had like his kids together.
Yeah.
Ever. And there's been a lot of like we're a bit of a broken family for a while, and I think
Yeah.
that was the first moment. I said to my sister, it was her wedding, I was like, look, like I know this day's about you guys, but like this has been so special for everyone, and
Oh,
like to
that's
bring everyone
amazing.
together. I'm like I was like, it's just so crazy what love can do, which is
Yeah.
kind of like a weird saying, but I was like, it just seeing your love and how much you guys care about each other, and the fact that everyone put their problems to the side to be here to celebrate with you was like really beautiful.
Yeah, that's one thing that we instill in the kids, because obviously there's different parents. We have a blended family, but everyone needs to spend time with each other, whether it's the summer, whether it's the weekends.
The best,
like
yeah.
you know, and it, you guys, we don't even use like half sisters, half brothers. Like you guys are brothers and sisters, because at the end of the day, you're brothers and sisters, you know.
That's the best way to be.
And I just feel like, you know, they all know that they're brothers and sisters regardless of who their mom or their dad is, and that's like the beauty in it.
Yeah.
And we just kind of instill that in them, you know. So
that's the best way to be as well. Yeah.
And then at the end, like, you know, when we're long and gone, they have each other. So,
yeah. Special.
Yeah.
How old are they?
They range. They range from 18 to 5, and there's 8 of them.
Oh my God! Wow.
Yeah, so it's like 18, 17, 12, 11, 10, 9. Yeah, so it's so it's a lot of kids.
I can't wait to have kids, to be honest. I think I'm excited to be a dad.
Ready?
No, maybe. I don't know. I feel like you're ready when it happens.
Yeah. You kind of just have to grow up and do it, you know. Like I tell people all the time, they're like, "How do you do it?" I'm like, just like Nike, you just do
figure it out.
Yeah, like you just do it, and I mean it's easier, I feel like, with more than one, because one is like very tedious and hands-on. When you have more, you have others to help you. You know, take care of the baby, go get the milk, you know, get this, get that, do this, do that. You know, they can do other chores while you're taking care of the smallest one. Yeah. So it's like, it makes it so much easier. And I just feel like, I don't know. Not anymore, though. You don't need any more.
No, not at all.
We have more than enough. If you want to babysit some, you know, I'll send some over. So you can practice.
They'll come back and they'll be like, "Mom, that guy's crazy." They'll know a bunch of swear words.
Yeah. That's one thing I feel like they know what bad words are, but because they know who their dad is, they're like scared shitless to say anything. They're like, "Mom, don't say that." Like my dad would be like, "Don't say that, Mom," you know, or like I'll be like, "Oh, sorry." Yeah. You know, they don't have like swear jars or anything. So yeah, they're growing up, and they're growing up smart and well behaved. So
yeah, that's beautiful.
I'm glad we're till they get their own perspective on life. I feel like everything starts in the household. Like how you raise them, their morals, their goals, and everything is just
It's good to have that discipline as well. And
how would you think you would discipline your kids?
I don't know. Like, that's the thing. I feel like I grew up with like a wooden spoon on the bum when I'm naughty. Yeah. And I feel like that worked.
Yeah. No, I 110% believe in whippings. I call them whippings. But
okay, like, that's very aggressive.
I mean, I
whippings?
I mean, like, I guess, like, it's a Southern word. Yeah. But I just feel like, you know, if you do something bad, there's a consequence, right? And I feel like sitting in the corner, like, thinking about what you did and not having, like, that's your consequence. To me, as a child, I don't feel like that would have worked on me as a child.
Not at all. You
know? And I just feel like it's like, okay, I know if I do something bad, I'm going to get my ass whooped. Yeah. Like, you know?
No, it's the best. And I think that it, like, obviously, it's not a one shoe fits all, but for me, it's like growing up in Australia, whenever I'd make a mistake or whatever. Because there was one time when I got suspended from school, the first time I ever got suspended, my dad made me pick up every stick and rock that was on our property, and we lived on like acreage. I'm like, what? It's like the whole weekend I'm picking up every stick and rock and putting it in a thing. And I still got suspended after that. But when I got spanked, I'm like, okay, I'm going to be good. Yeah. I'm not going to be a naughty boy anymore. Yeah. Like, because this stick and rock thing was just boring. Yeah. But,
and it's time consuming too. Like, where it's like, that's like ultimate punishment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I personally would rather get like a whooping than to be like doing something tedious. Or like, you know, I remember when my son would do bad stuff, I would make him write essays. Like, I would be like, really? It was bad. He hated it too. And I'm like 2 pages of like why you did this, what you did it for, why you're remorseful. Like, it would have body, everything. No spaces. Size 10 font. Like, you know. So I would rather get whoop than to have to do
sure.
an essay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then it's like if your essay to me doesn't seem like you're remorseful or doesn't seem like it's from the heart and you just put a whole bunch of words on paper, I'm gonna be like, no, go do it again. You know? Or like I would rather get whooped than be grounded for 2 weeks with no phone, no nothing.
For sure.
Like, give me the belt any day.
Yeah.
Any day. I remember I used to rock like back and forth on chairs, and like my chair got it broke, and it was like a Last Supper table that was like wooden engraved, and it was like, you know, our dining chair, and I broke it, and I knew I was gonna get a whooping from my dad when I got home. And it was like a bad one, so I put like 5 pairs of underwears on, and you know, like it's different when it's like not, you know, when you get skin, and it was like kind of like,
you know, when it stings.
Thick. Yeah. So
oh really?
Because I was wearing drawers, you know, like the thickest of thick drawers, and my dad was like, "Nah, take all of that off. Like you were gonna redo this whole situation."
Oh no.
Yeah. So for everyone that comes on, we play this game. Super fun game.
Spit or swallow, right?
No, Dirty Minds.
Okay.
Dirty Minds is
same.
the game. So
is this another one of your companies?
No, I wish it was.
Oh, I was gonna say
they should pay me. Come on, Dirty Games. The world's cleanest, naughtiest game.
Okay.
Okay. So just remember that.
World's cleanest, naughtiest game.
Yeah. So you're gonna pick. I've played this like a million times, so usually I play with people, but I know all the answers, so it wouldn't be fair.
Okay.
You know, so I'm gonna let you pick and then give them to me, and then I'll let you guess what I'm describing. So I'm gonna okay, don't look at it. Okay, so mine is that card. So just pick a card and give it to me.
Okay.
So I'm gonna describe a word, and you're gonna guess what the word is.
Okay.
Okay. Ready? Mm-hmm. You might want to take a deep breath. Okay. When my basket is stuck in front of you, you have to put out. Coming inside me can be a religious experience.
Wait.
I usually have a big organ.
Wait, what is this?
When you give it to me, it's tax-free. The Pope has a big one.
Huh? So this is a word.
A word?
And you've just described it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The Pope has a big one.
The Pope's got a big cock? No.
What else does he have a big of?
Robe.
Okay. I usually have a big organ.
A church.
Yes.
It's a church?
A church.
Wait, what? Oh, okay, now it makes sense.
Words, dirtiest, cleanest game.
Pope has a big one. I'm going to get in trouble for saying he's got a big cock.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm 6 inches long.
Harry.
Lincoln sits on my face. If you blow your wad, I'm gone. I can give you 5 big ones before I'm spent. I'm small and wrinkled while I'm still in your pants.
This is what the fuck? Is it underwear?
Lincoln sits on my face.
Who the fuck is Lincoln?
Abraham Lincoln.
Oh. Wait, what? Oh, it's a coin.
Long.
It's a note. It's a $1 note.
5.
That was good.
We got to give him that one because he's Australian.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah,
last
Lincoln
one.
sits on my face.
Are you ready? Okay, I hang between your legs.
Oh. Foreskin. Not with me, though.
You sometimes have to pinch me to make me fit. After a little trim, I'm usually poked by a professional. Putting your legs in the air exposes more of me. I always start at your crotch.
It's your asshole.
No. It's your inseam.
Wait, what?
It starts at your crotch.
Okay.
You sometimes have to pinch me to make it fit. So you're pulling, like, your zipper almost.
Yeah.
I hang
See, my
between
brain
your
was
legs.
thinking freaky shit.
Yeah, but you have to think
that
clean because it's a clean word.
Makes sense. Well, I don't have a clean bone in my body.
Well, I hope you do because you're healthy.
Okay.
In that sense.
Yeah.
In that sense. Okay,
Yeah.
so tell everybody.
Oh, no, I definitely do. I definitely do. Yeah, very clean.
Okay,
Very clean.
tell everybody where they can find you, all the things that you have going on, your show, Snapchat, all that good stuff.
I'm Harry You can find me right here on Telli Talks. No, Snapchat, Harry Jowsey, everywhere. Yeah, you can find me if you just search that. No, I'm terrible at outros. Goodbye. Thank you so much.
Find him wherever.
Subscribe, like, and comment.
Yes, subscribe, like, comment. Tune into all things Harry has going on. He is single, ready to mingle.
So single. Yeah, if you want to get pregnant.
He's trying to have babies,
So
guys.
me and Deontay are trying to have babies. He's trying to have 4. I'm trying to have 2. We're making an army.
Find your husband in Harry. Tune into the Amazing Race coming soon. And that is it for Telli Talks.
Yay.